Breaking news at 5. Nikolas Cruz pleads guilty to charges related to an attack on a jail guard and plans to do the same in the case of the Parkland school shooting. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Felicia Rodriguez.
I'm Todd McDermott, live at the Broward County Courthouse complex in Fort Lauderdale, where today Nikolas Cruz spoke and again made it clear he wants to enter that guilty plea. First, our team is standing by to break down today's dramatic day in court that even caught the judge off guard here. Nikolas Cruz entered his guilty plea in the jail battery case that was actually set to start next week. Jury selection started in that case last week, and that's what the status hearing was expected to be about. Today's happened in the Broward Circuit Judge Elizabeth Scher's courtroom. She's been overseeing the case from the beginning. Cruz, as you probably know by now, was captured on video in November 2018 in the jail, assaulting a Broward Sheriff's Office jail guard. What came unexpectedly today was a decision by his defense team to have Cruz plan to plead guilty next week to murder and attempted murder charges in the shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. The judge explained to Cruz how today's guilty plea will impact his future.
In addition, sir, I need to advise you that the state is going to be using this conviction in this case as evidence of an aggravating factor for purposes of arguing in favor of the death penalty. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, ma'am.
And do you understand that you understand the meaning of an aggravating factor? Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Attorneys for Cruz say he will plead guilty Wednesday to the 17 counts of first-degree murder in the February 2018 mass shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. They say he will also plead guilty to the 17 counts of attempted first-degree murder that day. Prosecutors still plan to seek the death penalty. That has been the case all along in this case. That'll be decided by a jury, with the judge hoping to start the penalty phase of this trial in January. I want to go to my colleague now, Angela Rozier, who's at the Broward Jail, for a look at what this all means today in terms of the one case going forward and the impact on the larger murder trial penalty phase to come. Angela?
You know, Todd, Nikolas Cruz is right back where he was this morning, behind me, behind bars at the Broward County main jail. But he wasn't even scheduled to be in that courtroom for his status hearing this morning. But when the judge heard that there was a plea deal out there, she told the deputies to bring Cruz to her courtroom. Nikolas Cruz appeared before a Broward County judge Friday morning.
Please raise your right hand.
He was there to plead guilty in his battery case on a BSO jail guard. The judge wanted to make sure he understood what he was doing.
How are you feeling today?
Feeling all right?
I understand you're nervous. I assume you're nervous. That's normal. But
Yep.
what I need to know is, are you feeling any type of anxiety to the extent that you would not be able to understand or follow along with me when I'm speaking to you?
No, I understand.
Cruz, the man accused in the Parkland school massacre, admitted to attacking Sergeant Raymond Beltran in November 2018, 9 months after the Stoneman Douglas massacre. Video from the jail shows Cruz and the guard scuffling in a common area. Cruz agreed to plead guilty to 4 counts: attempted aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, battery on a law enforcement officer, depriving an officer of means of protection, and attempted use of a self-defense weapon against a law enforcement officer. The judge accepted his plea. Now, the judge did not sentence Cruz today, but his next hearing is set for next week right here at the Broward County Courthouse. Reporting live in Fort Lauderdale, Angela Rozier, WPBF 25 News.
Angela, thank you so much for that. Now, as you might imagine, there is strong reaction from the families of the victims of the Marjory Stoneman Douglas shooting more than 3.5 years ago. They had no heads up this was about to happen either. Our Steve King has been talking to some of the families of the victims. Steve?
Todd, well, I spoke with Manuel Oliver. His son Joaquin was a student shot and killed during the shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. Now, Manuel Oliver says he has no reaction to Nikolas Cruz's guilty plea today regarding that attack on a sheriff's deputy, but regarding his expected guilty plea next week to the mass murder itself, he says that he's looking forward to this being a step towards this court case ultimately coming to an end, hopefully as soon as possible. Now, Oliver says he's ready for Nikolas Cruz to plead guilty and ultimately be sentenced so that he can go back to focusing on his mission. Manuel Oliver says he uses activism and art to make sure that no other mass shootings ever happen again. Manuel Oliver says he believes Nikolas Cruz should get the death penalty after he pleads guilty. But either way, he's ready to stop thinking about Cruz altogether and only focus on what he can do to help end gun violence.
Hopefully it will be over and we can move on and keep on doing what we're trying to do. I lost my son almost 4 years ago, and nothing that happens neither next week or ever in my future will bring him back. So I can't say that it's a relief.
And coming up at 6, we will hear from family members of teachers who were killed on Valentine's Day in 2018. And they say that this guilty plea coming up next week should have happened much sooner. So we'll hear from them soon. Reporting live, Steve King, WPBF 25 News.
Steve, thank you again. 14 students, 3 faculty members died that day. Also important to know that Nikolas Cruz and his defense team did offer to enter a guilty plea at the beginning of this process in return for no death penalty but a life sentence. Now he does face the possibility of the death sentence in the penalty phase of the trial. We have much more coverage of this decision by the defense team to have Cruz plead guilty to the murders and attempted murders. That, again, is supposed to happen next Wednesday.